Welcome to Dr. K Speaks. I'm Dr. K. This video was designed to assist you with transforming your mindset. It contains important information and powerful affirmations to be utilized as a tool to help you to get rid of triggers that can keep you from resonating at a high vibrational frequency. Once you resolve your triggers, they will no longer be a catalyst that propels you into low vibrational states of worry, frustration, anger, fear, and sadness. Then you can live your life on those high vibrational electromagnetic fields of energy without the yo-yo effect of being up, then down. You can move through life walking in the power and truth of who you are. First, I will share the important information, and then the journey of affirmations will follow. To help you to detach from the concept of seeing yourself as just a human, I will share an allegory wherein you will be presented as an avatar, a figure who represents you in the game of life. After all, you are really a powerful spiritual being having a human experience. The real you is formless and not human at all. The time has come for you to awaken and relinquish the veil of falsehoods. It is time to perceive yourself as who you really are. It is time to usher in a new scene, a new frequency of beingness. It is time to create a greater experience of life and love. As I always teach, you are a powerful spiritual being having a human experience. You are like an avatar participating in this game of life. Your avatar has a storyline that it is playing out. When you know how your avatar works, the ball is in your court. You will have the advantage of creating the storyline that you want, which puts you in a better position to win. It is important to know that in this game of life, things are not always as they appear. Because everything is really energy vibrating at a certain frequency. The game of life is kind of like a hologram where non-physical things appear real. Everything has or either gets a meaning that you or someone else gives it. These meanings become programs that leads to you having triggers. For example, when you have a program that says that things are supposed to be different than how they are showing up, you get upset about it. You get triggered into worry, frustration, anger, fear, or sadness. You propel yourself into a low vibrational emotion because what is showing up is not harmonious with what your programming says this thing should show up as. Keep in mind that this program is based upon a meaning that you or someone else gave to a particular situation or thing. It does not mean that the particular meaning is based upon the truth with an uppercase T. It's just a program that you might later discover is a falsehood. Reminding yourself of this will help you to resolve all of your triggers. Another important thing for you to know is that your ego and your triggers can work hand in hand. To free yourself from the mental and emotional bondage of your ego, it will be important to reinterpret your triggers from a vibrational space of love. If you have a challenge with reinterpreting your triggers by yourself, ask the Most High, our Creator, to assist you in this matter. Now, getting back to this game of life and your star player, your avatar. You get to focus on things. And if you give it enough energy, these things will show up in your life. Wherever energy goes, energy flows, and whatever you focus on grows. Yes, you have the power to create things in your life. You are doing it all the time. And it is key to know how you are doing it so that you can create the things in your life with intention. Of extreme importance, while you might not know how your avatar works, there is an operating system in this game of life that not only knows how your avatar works, but they are making up their own rules to the game and deceiving you into playing their simulation of it. They like power and control, and as long as you are asleep to what they are doing, you will be used as a pawn to help them to carry out their unfolding agenda. Now let's talk about your avatar. Your avatar comes complete with its own vehicle to get around in this game of life. The vehicle is your earth suit, your human body. While your human body is unique unto itself, its most important features, which are on the inside, are like everyone else's vehicle. It has a heart, lungs, kidneys, a brain, and more. The brain is like the motherboard of your vehicle. The brain is very important in this game of life. Your brain operates mostly from programs. Some programs are for the functions that keep your human body operative in this game of life, and other programs, such as your behaviors and belief systems, determine what kinds of experiences, what kind of a storyline your avatar will have in this game of life. These programs are wired into your brain. And it is important to note that there is an aspect of your brain functioning that is not running by programs. It is available for conscious thought. This conscious thought is awareness. This means that you are consciously aware of what you are doing and thinking, in addition to being aware of what is going on around you. However, the programs make up a way larger percentage of your brain's activity than the area for conscious thought. This means that for most of your day, you operate from these programs on automatic pilot without making conscious decisions about what you are doing or thinking about. The programs operating in your brain are serious business. This is huge because from the cradle to the grave, programs get wired into your brain via the repetition of exposure to something or from you doing the same things over and over again. Most people are not even aware of the programs that are dictating their beliefs or their behaviors as they play the game of life. These programs got wired into your brain by way of a multitude of sources. Some were well-meaning and some were not well-meaning. You got programmed from the things that your parents or caregivers taught you. And even though they were likely well-meaning, not every program that you got from your parents or caregivers were true, based on reality. They taught you what they thought was the correct information about how to think, what to do, and when to do it. You also got programmed from the educational system that you attended, from your early childhood to your young adult years. And did you know that the education system in America was created to turn us into employees, not employers? If you went to a public school, you most likely were not taught how to own and successfully operate your own business. You probably didn't gain financial literacy, having knowledge of how money or currency works. You weren't taught about saving and investing. You weren't taught skills to effectively problem solve and communicate with people. If you attended public schools from a very early age, you learned a way of life that easily translated from student to employee. You learned to get up, to go to school on time. Attendance is taken. You sit in your area and do what your teacher tells you. You get a lunch break. You get rewarded or not with your grades, and you go home. You repeat this cycle Monday through Friday. From very early on, beginning in our formative years all the way into our early adulthood, we get indoctrinated in ways to keep this system going. You get a lot of information programmed into your brain while attending school. Some of this information is not even true. Some information is just part of the narrative that someone wants you to believe. For instance, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Kids are still being taught that today, when actually he came to a place where people were already living, and he told some other people about this place, and this led to the theft of the land, deceit, murder, and all kinds of atrocities. And this man is celebrated for his involvement. The system wants you to believe that they are doing something great. Also, my granddaughter, who is in the 3rd grade, just came home with some homework. It was a math story problem wherein it started out with a child named Lyrica, who was identified as a girl in the first part of the story, with pronouns she and her. And in part B of the math story problem, Lyrica is identified as a boy with the pronoun him. This is subliminal messaging to our young ones. Watch your young children's homework and schoolwork. Watch the programs that they watch on TV. This is all part of the agenda that is unfolding, and a lot of people are not even aware of it. In my own practice as a psychologist, I have counseled some young children who are confused about what gender they should identify as, because they are wanting to fit in with the other kids who change their identity throughout the school year. They say that they don't like what is happening, but they want the other kids to like them. Another big arena where programming occurs is the mainstream media. I have talked about the kinds of programming that they do in some of my other affirmations videos. The mainstream media, and now mainstream science, forwards the narrative of the system to advance their agenda of power and control. Just look at what has been happening during the past 3 years. Lies upon lies have been sold to people who trusted and followed the narrative. Some of those people are no longer with us, and some are still here, dealing with injuries that the doctors don't fully understand. And sadly, there are a lot of people who still follow the narrative because it is now a program wired into their brain that they now defend. Even though information has been coming out that they were sold a bag of goods based on deception, like sheeple, they follow the herd and do what they are told. It's all part of the plan. As I have said before, the system programmed you to believe that you are someone you are not. Your parents and grandparents and their parents and so on likely got the same programming. The system does not want you to know the power you hold. If you knew who you are, you would not be so easily manipulated by the puppet masters that know how our brains work. They constantly utilize various tools and strategies to program us without us even knowing it most of the time. And this system, with their aim of power and control, are ramping up in all kinds of ways. Fear is their main tool. They also use distraction to keep you busy focusing on what they put before you so that you are not paying attention to what they are doing right up under your nose. Regardless to what they are doing, they have no control over us unless we give it to them. We don't have to succumb to the deception and help them further their agenda. This video is about taking your power back by transforming your mindset so that you can play this game of life in ways that are for your highest good. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. We were created in the image and likeness of our Creator. It is a new day with a new generation of people who are waking up and ready to show up differently. It is time for you to create something new, as opposed to living out of the programs that others, including this nefarious system, has created for you. Like I said, in this game of life, everything is energy vibrating at a certain frequency. So stand and walk in the truth of who you are and usher in a new scene, a new frequency of beingness by creating a greater experience of love and life for your avatar. As we move toward the journey of affirmations, it is important to remember that you got the programs that your avatar is operating from now as a result of repetition. To change those programs, to rewire your brain, it is going to take repetition. While I have written a book entitled I Rewired My Brain, My Journey to Freedom, to explain the process of how to rewire your brain. And in addition, I have also created a workbook entitled I'm Rewiring My Brain, My Journey to Freedom, that takes you through the process of rewiring your brain. These affirmations that I am presenting are just one of the tools to utilize in the process of rewiring your brain. There are other steps, tools, and strategies to be utilized to really be successful at this. If you choose to get the book and workbook, they are available on Amazon. For your convenience, there are links in the description box below this video. Without further ado, it is time for the journey of affirmations. Sit back and relax. Close your eyes. The affirmations will now begin. I am a powerful spiritual being having a human experience. In this game of life, I have the ability to create experiences of my own choosing. I am not my body. My body is like my avatar, my vehicle that I utilize on this planet to have a human experience. I can program my avatar to believe and engage in behaviors that are for my highest good. I now take responsibility for the life of my avatar. I am rewiring my avatar's brain so that it is functioning on a path of love, peace, and harmony. I surrender my avatar's ego to my higher self, which operates with an intention to be in alignment with our Creator. I am no longer available to be programmed by what others tell me. I check things out for myself and make a conscious choice about what to believe and what to do. I use more than the 5 senses of my avatar to decode what is happening in this game of life. I utilize my spiritual nature. I utilize infinite awareness. I know that the meanings given to things and situations by my avatar, someone else's avatar, or the system might be riddled with falsehoods. That is why I utilize infinite awareness when discerning any challenges. As I align myself with the truth of who I am able to resolve my triggers and maintain resonance at high electromagnetic frequencies. I am a powerful spiritual being having a human experience, and I now take full responsibility for my avatar. My avatar will no longer live out programs that are not for my highest good. I will put my work in to rewire my avatar's brain so that it is in alignment with peace, love, and harmony. So be it, so be it, and so it is.